What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media, back with another video. So today I'm heading over back to Long's shop, Long's Automotive, to check on the turbo build. So the last time I was there, we finally dropped the Evo 10 cams in, as well as test fit the throttle body. No, sorry, not throttle body, the intake manifold. And the reason I say test fit is because, so you have to buy gaskets for it. They already came in, but since the intake manifold is an Evo 10 one that we're using, it's going to replace the plastic one from the Lancer. It's going to be right up front in the engine bay, so we're going to make it a little more pretty. He's going to get it painted just the factory silver, but just get it a little refresh paint just so it'll look a little nicer. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be put on today. I'm not sure what other stuff he's gonna do, but I think probably throttle body, maybe the intake manifold, small stuff like that. So small progress on the build that I'll be going to check out today. And then he also did repair my wheel. So if you guys saw maybe a few videos back, I recently picked up a set of Enkei RPF1 wheels for the RSX. Like I said, it is a budget build and I stumbled upon a great deal on them, so I couldn't pass that up. The only one problem was, with it being cheap, sometimes there are certain defects, which the seller did disclose. He said one of the wheel was cracked on the rear, on the inner barrel, so not too bad, still holds air and everything, but just for precaution, safety precaution, I decided to get it fixed. So I also dropped it off at Long's shop. He's gonna weld it, so he told me it's all done, so he had to take the tire off, send it to a repair shop to get it welded, and then yeah, it's good to go. So should be able to pick that up today. Again, we haven't mounted it on the car yet, but I'll be picking up the wheel if it's all good to go. In a separate video, I'll probably wash it down and show you guys the wheels up close, because I know you guys want to see the wheels. I'm really excited to have it on the car as well, so make sure to stay tuned for some of those RSX videos. I decided while the Lancer's in the shop, it might be there for a while. Hopefully the RSX can get some love as well. And if you guys notice, I am not driving the RSX today. I'm actually in my fiance's car. She's taking her dad's Honda Accord. We're gonna get it checked out as well. Like I said, Long's shop is one of the few shops that I trust my car with, and I recommend friends to it. So if you guys are ever here in the Austin, Texas area, he doesn't just do turbo install, stuff like that. He's your regular mechanic shop. He does anything from, you know, fixing your electronics on the car to your alignments. He does paint as well. He has a paint booth. So yeah, all around great shop. Long's Automotive, located here in Austin, Texas. Make sure to check them out if you guys need any help. So just made it over here to Long's shop, Long's Automotive. Seems like we have a Pulse Audi R8 sitting out here. So back here at Long's shop, and right now we already have the wheel welded. So he's just putting the tire back on. So over here you can see my Mitsubishi Lancer over there, and then Long is balancing the wheel of the RC. Alright, so we have the wheel all fixed. So over here you can see it's re-welded. Apparently there are two spots they had to re-weld. So yeah, this whole lip, not just this part, but the whole lip was re-welded and balanced right now. So tire's back on. I'm just gonna monitor my tire pressure PSI over the next few days to make sure everything's good. And I do have this little gauge that I bought. You could put over here at the valve stems, just so you can see what your air pressure is using this little gauge, which is pretty cool. It's like 20 bucks off Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm also gonna go ahead and wash all the wheels before I mount them on, so make sure to stay tuned for that separate video. Alright, so we're gonna get some stuff painted. So the intake manifold as well as the throttle body of the Evo 10, as you can see, it does look, you know, pretty worn out with it being used, especially the throttle body. So yeah, it's gonna get prepped and then it's gonna get painted. Nothing fancy, it's just gonna be like the factory silver color, so it's just a little refresh so it'll look a little better. And if you guys didn't know, we have the whole stash of turbo parts over here. So some of the stock parts that came off the car just sitting here, some are back in the car. Stock radiator, new Koyo red one is going in. And then over here I spotted a turbo manifold. I didn't get this turbo manifold, I'm not sure off what car, but I would love to get one. So here is the OEM turbo manifold off the Ralliart. Definitely doesn't look as good and polished as that. But the only issue is they are super expensive. Apparently, since I use the TD04 turbo off the Ralliart, I do have to use manifold that I guess fits it. And the only company that makes an aftermarket one is Strictly Modified. They go for like $1,000. So they're really expensive. Cost much more than the manifolds for the Evo 10. So if I get an Evo 10 turbo, then I could fit an Evo 10 turbo manifold. We have this little machine here. I think it's gonna do the cleaning.
Just close the door with the throttle pressure. Press the button.
Oh, I'm on my foot.
So we have the intake manifold pretty much all clean. So it's clean using this grease. So if you can tell, the color is not clear. It's kind of like some sort of, I guess, washing liquid or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure the technical term, but yeah, pretty much pretty clean. Like I said, it's gonna get painted, so it is looking much better than before. The only tougher one would be the throttle body, which AJ is doing right now. So this one has seen some time. Came off 2 different cars. I think this one is older. Alright, and throttle body's clean. So like I said, this started off more rough condition than the intake manifold. But again, whatever that cannot be cleaned is just gonna be sanded down before sending into paint. And then we have the timing chain cover. So this was removed whenever we put the cams in. So yeah, just getting clean. This one is in pretty good condition since it came off my car. Alright, so timing chain cover is clean. So like I said, this originally had the least miles on it since they came off my car at about 25,000 miles versus these came off older Evos. So I think this intake manifold had like 70,000 miles, throttle body had like 90 something thousand miles. So a little older, but doesn't matter as long as they work great. So yeah, just gonna let it dry before we get it sent into paint. Like I said, any other residue that can be scrubbed off could be wet sanded down as well. Alright, so short little visit to Long Shop. I was here just for a couple hours, but like I said, all we got done so far today was getting it washed and clean, and he's gonna paint it. So I already left the shop, but like I said, he's gonna paint it in the paint booth. Pretty much he had this liquid that he got to scrubbing it. AJ was helping me scrub it down. So the intake manifold, throttle body, and the cover is gonna be all clean, and then whatever residue can get off, you're just gonna wet sand it and then send it off to paint. So yeah, the progress is slow, but slowly but surely we'll get everything done. Like I said, Long is helping me out with this project. He wants to do a good job, so he's taking his own time. At the same time, you know, there's no rush, and he has a bunch of customers as well. He's not just focusing on my build. We also got the wheels. I don't know if you guys saw that clip earlier. We picked up the RPF1 wheels from the shop. So the crack previously in one of the wheel has been welded. Should be all good to go. I'm just gonna monitor it with that little gauge that I have just to make sure there's no air leaks or anything. And then also gonna get to washing down the wheels in a separate video because I want to make sure the wheels look clean. I do have some aftermarket lug nuts because with aftermarket wheels you need some aftermarket lug nuts. I do have like 3 different sets from my old setup. Actually, I have like some neochrome set from 6-speed. I have gold lug nuts as well as black Moteki lug nuts. I'll probably use the Moteki lug nuts. Those are what I have on my Mitsubishi Lancer build before. My boy Min got me some raised lug nuts. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try to look for it just so whenever I bring it to the shop, you know, we'll have everything ready to go. So in a separate video, probably the next time I'm at Long Shop, we'll be having more progress on the turbo build. I'm not too sure. By then parts should be painted, so we should be able to install the throttle body, intake manifold, and at the same time valve cover should be able to go back on since the cam's already in. And then on RSX we also should be able to make some progress. Like I said, it's a daily, not going to be anything crazy. So far we replaced the windshield just a few days back, and then the wheels and tires will be put on, as well as the lowering springs whenever they come in, and then I'm going to get alignment as well. So I have been needing to get alignment on the car since I got it, just because when I drive it kind of, you know, steering wheel slanted to one side even if I'm driving straight. But I've been pushing it back just because, you know, I don't have to spend that much. Eventually it has to be taken care of. And whenever you do throw aftermarket wheels with different tire and wheel sizes, or if you lower your car, in my case I'm doing all of that, you have to get alignment anyway, so it's like, you know, might as well knock it all out at once. If you guys like today's video, even though it's short, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell so you know when new videos are out, especially if you want to stay tuned to either the Mitsubishi turbo build or the RSX build. Leave a thumbs up and I'll catch you guys in the next video.